good afternoon, everybody. We're coming up fresh off a bye week. We used it to our advantage, really worked on ourselves last week fundamentally, getting better and then resting, getting well. We played a tough opening schedule, playing two teams that are top 25 worthy in NC State, and then Wisconsin is already in the top 25. So productive week. I think our guys are fresh. We're looking forward to this week. Rivalry game, in-state, in-conference, ready to kickstart our conference schedule here on Saturday night. We've got a blackout plan, so we're expecting a good crowd. And, South's done a really good job. Joey's done a great job building that program. They had a big win for South and for our conference when they beat San Diego State. So it's going to be a really good game, really good night here on Saturday.
Thank you, Coach. As a reminder to our members of the media, *1 to get in the queue to ask questions. Again, *1 to get in the queue. Our first questions come from Rainey with the Sunbelt Digital Network. Rainey, please go ahead.
Good morning, Coach Brown. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good, Randy. How are things in New Orleans?
Things are going well. Thank you very much. Kind of a hypothetical question. Is there anything you can take away from the fact that South and you guys have played NC State? Anything you can look at from those games?
No, I think both of us probably wish we didn't. No, they other than just you can see it on both sides of the front how we managed. Anytime you play a common opponent, you at least know what the opponent is, and obviously North Carolina State's very good. I think they're I think they're the hottest team, really probably one of the top two hottest teams in the country. The way they finished last year, and then the way they started this year on a 4-0 run, and really not been challenged a ton. But no, I think both games were decided rather early, so there's not just a whole lot you take out of that contest.
I want to ask you, what was the primary focus during the bye week? Were you working a lot on South Alabama, or was it was it looking back at a few of the games you played already and working on improving those areas?
We were concerned about ourselves, number one. We really concentrated on getting better fundamentally. I think sometimes you lose track of fundamentals during the season when you're game planning. So we slowed down and really focused on that. Focused on getting fresh and getting well. We didn't practice. We practiced 3 days last week. Gave our guys some off times where they could focus on academics. We started working South a little bit on Wednesday and Thursday, but not a lot. And then we had a good practice last night where we spent the entirety of it working on South.
And finally, I want to ask you about, South secondary is probably one of the better ones in the conference. Can you describe kind of the challenge of dealing with them in regards to your passing game?
Well, they've got a lot of experience. The guy that really sticks out when you're watching it is Roman Buchanan. I think he may be the best secondary player in our league. Guy with a lot of experience, a local guy. I'm sure had a chance to meet him at media days, and great young man. I know he's going to be excited about coming back to his neck of the woods and playing. But really a physical player, can cover. I think he's got a future on Sundays. And then their nickel, what they call their star position, Jeremy Reeves, has played a lot of football. Only a sophomore, played a lot last year. He's playing at a really high level. And both their corners, if you look at both their corners, they're two seniors. They've got a lot of playing experience under them. So it's definitely going to be a challenge. Definitely going to be a challenge. I think that's the strength of their defense, without question.
Thank you, Coach Brown. Appreciate your time.
Thanks.
Thank you, Randy, and thank you, Coach. That's all the questions we have for today. We do appreciate your time.